There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here. There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here. Hey guys, Mark Shepard here, the Better Man Project, and this is episode 5, I believe. And today we're going to talk some more about approach anxiety, because that's really kind of my topic this week is kind of addressing the shy guy, the introverted man, the man who is the opposite of Harvey Weinstein, the opposite of the quote-unquote ladies' man, or the powerful asshole executive dude who's basically sees women as, you know, tools for his pleasure or whatever. Right? I want to talk to the guy who has a heart, the guy who cares and loves women and wants to step into the masculine in a healthy, authentic, awakened way. All right? So the first thing you have to understand is that women have approach anxiety as well, and men have approach anxiety, and men of all walks in life, successful men, all kinds of men who you wouldn't think have approach anxiety, have that thing that just kind of stops them from, you know, and like, there's a really interesting, attractive woman, and this is the moment you're gonna, oh, she's gone. Oh, I should have done something. Or, oh yeah, I'm gonna get up the courage to I'm gonna go talk to her, and maybe I need a little alcohol to get up your courage. And the thing is, you want to stay away from that. You want to be able to effortlessly and effectively just make connections with women wherever you are, wherever you go, and to kind of begin to, in a healthy way, plant seeds of connection, right? Not so much that you become her friend, her non-sexual, neutered friend, and there's a line to walk. But we got to just start. First of all, we say hi, right? And you got to practice this. I still practice it. I say hi everywhere I go. I talk about whatever is happening in that moment. So it's actually a very good spiritual practice to get yourself into the present moment, to just go, wow, there's a lot of different kinds of macaroni and cheese, you know. Whatever, you're in the grocery store, or you're getting gas, and make a comment about the price of gas, or make a comment about something that's happening there that she's experiencing as well. Does that make sense? However, women tend to tense up, and the minute you break the ice, they can relax, because they don't know if you're going to harm her or not. Women are afraid for their safety a lot, because men are often twice as big as women, and women have also been encultured and have dealt with all kinds of men, assholes, approaching her all the time. And chances are you know this, and you don't want to be that guy. So in your head, you're going, oh, I don't want to be that guy. But the problem is, whatever you think about, you're doing, right? So in order for you to not be that guy, you have to imagine the kind of guy you want to be. Does that make sense? And so in the approach situation, you just need to make it a habit to approach everyone, so that it's not a big deal to say hi to anyone, to say hi to her, to say hi to him, to say hi to them, just to say hi everywhere you go. And I will beat this one like a dead horse, man, because this is the key foundation to breaking out of your shyness, because you can still be introverted but not shy. I'm still massively introverted. I still recharge my batteries by myself. And this past weekend, if you watched the videos up to this point, I had some time. I had a whole weekend. I had nothing scheduled. I had nobody, just me in my own space. And by God, by Monday, I felt totally and completely recharged. So you want to be able to interact in the world in a positive, healthy way, aside from whatever you need to recharge your batteries. When your batteries are recharged, then you're ready to go out in the world. And we all have to be out in the world. At some point, we have jobs, we have, families, we have friends, we have a life. And the thing is to get out in your life and live it. And to do the things you love to do and notice and appreciate the women who are also doing the things and interested in the things you're interested in. Does that make sense? But the way you can put a woman's approach anxiety at rest is to put yours at rest. So if you're comfortable, we have these things called mirror neurons, fellas. And if you're comfortable, you will literally project comfort and safety to her. And when you're comfortable and you're kind of amusing yourself by just saying whatever it is you want to say, wow, look at all this macaroni and cheese, right? I was once in Trader Joe's, speaking of grocery stores, this is years ago when I was still doing the high program, and very attractive woman just rushed in and she was looking for something in the aisle that I was in. And I'm like, you're looking for something. May I be of assistance, right? Oh, I'm looking for paper plates. I'm late for a picnic, da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, they're right here, right? Oh, thank you. She found them. She checked out and off she went. Now, I didn't hit on her. I didn't ask her out. You're not ready for that, right? The bottom line is my current and awesome girlfriend of 3 years is someone who I actually met at my local food co-op, and she was putting in member hours and she was bagging groceries, and I had a chance to engage her in conversation, and she knew me from another situation where I was doing music, and I didn't quite remember her, but the grocery store, I think, is one of the best places to meet people, particularly if you have a small enough kind of specialty store that you go to regularly, so you can begin to be known by the cashiers, by the other people. And if you have a local food co-op and you're open to organic and healthy foods, which you should be if you want to be the kind of man or the kind of woman that you want, desires, you got to take care of your body, and we'll talk more about that as we get into this program. But in a grocery store, there's so many things you can notice that you can remark upon, right? Let's say you're looking at you see a woman looking at the energy bars, and you can go, oh my God, this one has sugar, this one has sugar, this one has sugar. Do you know any energy bars that aren't filled with 4 different kinds of sugar? And, there's a conversation, right? And by having that conversation, you're putting her at ease, and her anxiety, her radar is like, is this guy safe or is he creepy? Is this guy safe or is he creepy? And by you being a genuine, normal kind of person and breaking that ice, you've led, you're the leader, and women look to a man to be the leader. And you've put her at ease. There's something to talk about, right? It's crazy. Like, I was once in a grocery store, and sorry about the grocery store thing, but that's one of the places I've practiced the high program the most. There was a woman literally filling the bulk section, and she was literally filling the dates, D-A-T-E, that sweet fruit that I don't eat, but, I was like, on the spot, I was scared to do this, but I was like, hey, can I have a date? Right? And it terrified me to be that forward. And she laughed, and I laughed, and then I just moved on. I didn't stay there to be creepy. Do you understand? So part of this program, and I talked about this in yesterday's video, is about you taking care of you. And if you need time alone, to take it, so you're recharged, you're refreshed. If you need to really explore your own self-pleasure, and that could be, your own sexual pleasure, and we'll get to that at some point of you becoming comfortable with your own sexuality, because a lot of us guys aren't, because we've been told that it's wrong. I mean, I was told that it was wrong as a kid to look at women with lust in my heart, because most of us guys, we are visual and we get turned on by looking at women. But I felt shame about that for years, and you've got to overcome that. But that's off the topic of this video. This video is about how you can put her at ease. Another thing you can do that I do now that I have a girlfriend is to talk about my girlfriend very early on, so they know I'm not hitting on them, right? Now, at one point, I was like, maybe I should just pretend I have a girlfriend, Because the thing is, if you know more women, you will be introduced to their friends, right? So if you can have more of a long view, and I take this view in the Crypto Cranker's Guide to the Bitcoin Galaxy of Greed and Grooviness as well, and that is, if you have a long-term plan, it's like, if you say hi to this woman, she has a boyfriend, you can still have a conversation and practice having a conversation. Do you know what I mean? As long as you don't come off creepy. And by being nervous and uptight, you're going to be creepy. So in some of our future videos, we're going to talk about how you can relax your body, and the same tools and techniques work for every kind of anxiety. So if you have performance anxiety in your sport or whatever, these same techniques will work for you. So I want to keep this short, but just realize that she may feel uncomfortable, not because you're creepy, but because she's had bad experiences with other guys, and you want to differentiate yourself from those other guys by being kind of chill and laid back. And that was one of the things that my girlfriend told me when I first started connecting with her, is like, yeah, you weren't needy. You weren't trying to get something from me. You were just enjoying my company. And I found that really attractive. And so, yeah, this thing works, people. And it works all the time everywhere you go. You want to be the man who's generating good feelings in people wherever you go. And you can do that. I mean, I do it all the time wherever I go. And I used to be so painfully shy that most people can't even comprehend how shy I was. And the bottom line is, if you are generating good feelings wherever you go, you will have more than enough women and friends in general. And when you have a social circle, you will meet other people. People will introduce you. You will have connections. And the thing is to just, and the thing for me is, like, I'm really starting to be really honest with all my friends. Hey, please understand, I don't really hang out very much. I'm a massive introvert, and I'm working on so many projects right now. I don't have a lot of time. And when I do have time to call friends, I call them and check up on them and let them know I'm thinking about them. And that's just one piece of becoming a whole, healed, healthy man. And the more whole you are as a human being, the healthier you are, the more you're on your path with heart, your purpose in life, the more you will literally attract women. And that's the thing that Harvey Weinstein didn't get. That's the thing that Donald Trump doesn't get, is that you don't have to push. You don't have to. Being the leader doesn't mean that you're an asshole, right? It means that you're willing to go first. That's all. You're just willing to break the ice first. You're willing to risk starting a conversation first. You're willing to just call attention to, wow, look at all this macaroni and cheese. I mean, whenever I'm in my food co-op, there's like 10,000 kinds of Annie's macaroni and cheese, and then all the other brands of macaroni and cheese, right? So it's mind-boggling. You can do that in the potato chip aisle. You can do it anywhere, in the milk section, the yogurt section, whatever. And it works. It's simple, it's easy, so practice it today. Drop me a line, leave a comment below, or hit me up at honesthypnosis.com. I have a contact form there that you can reach out to me. I check my emails almost every day, and I do respond as soon as I can possibly respond. And I appreciate you very much. If you like this, please subscribe, give me the thumbs up, share this with somebody, and check out my other stuff. There will be links below. And I believe in you. I know you can do this. And just remember, every man has to go through this. There's such a small, tiny minority of men who were just born knowing this. All of us have to learn it, because women are, I had a friend who used to say, they're not like us. They're wired slightly differently. And ultimately, though, we want the same things. We want connection. We want deep, meaningful relationships, and we want great sex. Women want it as much as we want it, and we can't ignore that. That's why we come together. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. We're all here on this planet because somebody had sex, right? So just remember that this force drives women as well, but it does it slightly differently and with a lot less everyday intensity than we have. And so, number one, look around. See what you can comment on, right? But just start with hi. Hi, how you doing? Right? Smile. Practice smiling. A lot of times, And my girlfriend tends to be a little shy, and I found out, first I didn't think she was very friendly, and it turns out she was nervous around me. So women might be nervous around you. Hold that in your mind for a day. And imagine, wow, women might be nervous around me. They might be attracted and nervous around me. Or they might be tired of being hit on and might just enjoy a conversation with a guy who's not hitting on them. But that doesn't mean you suddenly become a sexless drone who's just going to be put in the friend zone. And we'll talk about the friend zone in future episodes. But right now, just say hi. Comment on something that is obvious in your environment. Wow, look at this whiteboard, right? It's so simple, guys. Just remember to do it and practice it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, grooviness, over and out. Start the music.
There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here. There's a drum in the distance, there's a drum right here.